Hello, welcome to Fishing, Foraging and Outdoor Adventure. In this video I'm going to be showing you some amazing fishing that can be had inshore on boats, on kayaks, from the beach, and it's catching smoothhound sharks. This particular fish here was my personal best smoothhound. It went to £18.6, something I'm really proud of. This was made even more of an achievement by the fact that this fish was shore caught with a continental style beach caster rod and 12-pound main line. So for the rest of the video I'm going to show you some great footage of some really good fishing that we had in Anglesey. The boat was bad-boyz 2, now it's bad-boyz 3 as he's got a new boat. Fantastic charter company over in Holyhead, North Wales. But the main feature of this video is this 20-pound smoothhound caught by Tom while we were on this trip. An absolute fish of a lifetime. So the trip was planned for a short evening session, leaving around about 6 o'clock at night, getting back in about 11 o'clock. Okay, so here's a rig, really simple but really effective. It's made up in two halves. The first half is 50-pound mono with a zip slider on it and two beads on either side of it, with a swivel one end and a Gemini rig clip at the other. The second half of the rig is even simpler. It's the same 50-pound mono with a swivel at one end going on to a 3/0 single hook. No need to be too fussy when preparing your peeler crab. Whether it's hardback crabs, softback crabs or fully peeled peeler crab, a smoothhound will take a crab in most forms. So on this trip we were getting whole crabs, we were bounding them onto the shank of the hook with elastic and put them out whole, and we had just as much results with the hardback crabs as we did the peelers. Aaron the skipper hadn't put the anchor down for more than 15 minutes before Tom reels in this 20-pound smoothhound. Now take a look at this fish. What a fish of a lifetime this is.
They got no teeth on bite then. Did they? No. How'd you pick them up?
With your hands.
I know that, but...
So look, Tom.
Lovely fish. Look at this picture. Gotta get a picture with. Thank you much.
Well, that's your personal best, isn't it? So,
Mom's that 44. Want to get on the nose?
you got that one?
You get a good picture, David.
Finding on that. Hey?
20 bang on the mark. Oh. Bang on the dot, 20. Right, do you want to hold it up for me now? Yeah, yeah. Come on, batted. Take the crap. I'll tell you a story about it now. Right. Underneath, cradle the belly. Head towards me a little bit, tail slightly higher. Come on, Pete. Let's go. Out a little bit. Back out. Out a little bit. Tail higher. Head forward. Tail back towards you. There you go.
Give you five now if you want, Tom.
Yeah, cheers guys.
That's the money, that.
Oh, I'd have done that bit. Get it back. Just struck it straight in, yeah? 20.
And there she goes, tagged, measured and released back into the water.
Brilliant.
Turn off the shore.
Yeah. And some fish that right.
So that's movie on the drop shot, right?
Oh, look at that fish. Yeah.
And the smoothhounds kept on coming. The rest of the session brought in dozens more smoothhounds, none quite as impressive as the 20-pound Tom brought in, but some approaching the double figure mark. Always looking for points for the species hunt. I had a scaled down rig on with little tiny hooks on, tiny piece of squid, trying to see what other species were knocking about the bottom at the same time that these smoothhounds were on the feed. I had a reasonable amount of fish with 12 species caught, from codling, whiting, pollock, dabs, dogfish, wrasse, gurnards, etc.
Want a bit of line, are you alright?
You want to see me dancing?
Good fishing friend of mine, Wrasse, pulled in smoothhound after smoothhound. I think he had at least 6 or 7 in this trip.
I got on this side of the boat.
I'm sabotaging everyone.
These smoothhounds really are beautiful fish. They're stunning to look at and they offer such an amazing fight. Even better if you use light tackle to catch them with. I personally really like to keep things sporting, so a 12-pound class rod would be the heaviest that I'd go to. I use the little tipsters, which are really fine. You can see the flex in the rod there, just bringing in small fish, even 5 or 6 pound, puts a really impressive bend in the rod. You can choose to go as light or as heavy as you like. You can go to a 20 or a 30-pound class rod with 30-pound line. I just don't feel it's very sporting, especially when you're catching fish like this. I got a codling there, about 1.5 pounds. I wouldn't particularly feel very sporting to me catching that on heavy tackle. It just makes the whole experience of fishing more enjoyable.
No.
And again, mixed bag fishing, so I love this style. Little wrasse, thumping action, good fight on light tackle. It's great fun.
Travel day back in.
Right.
So that's how it works, like,
I'd be like that if I was you. 20-pounder. He's got a 20-pounder.
And like I said before, the smoothhounds just kept on coming. Fresh peeler crab just kept on bringing the fish in over and over again. You can see on the top there we got ragworm, we got cuttlefish, we got razor clams. None of it was anywhere near as effective as the peeler crab. Stick to a bait that you know is going to work for the species that you're targeting. Here's James Davis Cook from Sea Angling Adventures with another amazing fish caught here. If I remember right, it was over 10 pound.
That's a good pull, isn't it? Hey, I don't feel that. Hated him being there because we'll pick up on it. Yeah. And they used to ask him to get there at 3 in the morning and then not until like 6.
Here I am reeling something in, making a meal out of something I think is a huge smoothhound. It really puts the tipster through its paces. See it bent over double, arrowing out the back, ready to land the biggest shark he's ever seen. And guess what? It's a Bull Huss. Bull Huss will put up quite a good fight, especially when there's a good runner tide that you're pulling the fish against. We didn't weigh this one, but it would have come close to 10 pound. A lot of people overlook Bull Huss as an eating fish, but actually down south a lot of people do eat them. They are a good size, you do get a lot of meat off them, and it's what they call rockfish or rock salmon. Served in a lot of the chippies down south, and by all accounts it's really nice to eat. Not tried it myself, but it's something I will do, and it's something that when I try it I'll do a video on it. And another fish to add to the diversity of species caught on this trip is Steve's beautiful spotted ray. fishing way into darkness and the wind's picking up. It's time to head back inshore.
You're going to wait for half an hour.